There's one person here that I have to thank even more, because without her, I don't think we'd be in this situation. And that's this beautiful woman standing right next to me. I've known what I wanted to say to her for a really long time, but I didn't start to get really emotional until today when I put it all down onto paper. I don't know if many of you know much about our relationship, but Hayley and I met a year and a half ago, only about 2 weeks before I started studying full-time, 40 hours a week, for 6 months for the MCAT. Right off the bat, Hayley was thrust into what was probably one of the most stressful times in my life, and she didn't skip a beat. We didn't have very much time to go out or do as many things like most new couples, but it didn't bother her at all. She spent her free time making me worksheets from scratch and testing me on my concepts, and would let me wake her up at night after she fell asleep just so that I could explain to her all of the what I thought was cool stuff that I had just learned about the physiology of the kidney, the mitochondria, or whatever it was that I studied that night. We ended up scoring in the top 9% of all test takers, and that score was just as much hers as it was mine. Without that score, we probably wouldn't be in this situation that we are today. After the MCAT, it was right into applying for schools and flying all over the country interviewing, and Hayley came with me whenever she could. For almost a year, we didn't know where we would end up, but Hayley was so supportive and would let me know that no matter where it was, we were going as a team and we were going to succeed. At the same time, she was working hard and dealing with everything else going on in her own life. Hayley has truly been my rock, and she's a huge reason why we're here. She's had to talk me off the ledge a couple times when life is stressful, and she's also been my best friend throughout all of everything that has been so wonderful this past year and a half. I can't imagine having to do this journey, let alone life, without her in my life, and so that's why I just wanted to ask. Hayley. Will you marry me?
Yeah! Love!
Oh my god. I love you.
Woo! Yeah!
Oh, I'm such an ugly crier.